The growing wildfire north of New York City. We know it has already torched thousands of acres in New Jersey and in New York. And at last measurement, it was only about 30% contained, Sam.
So we've seen it from the air. Let's get into the ground right now. And ABC's Trevor Ault is on the ground. We begin with John Del Giorno overhead in Newscopter 7. John, showing us this morning how that smoke was just holding tight was kind of frightening to think about the folks underneath it right now.
It is, Sam, and what you're seeing here, because we've got to hover with the wind and there's a flight restriction that keeps us out of the way of the firefighting aircraft, you're really only seeing from this shot maybe 20% of the smoke and 20% of the fire. What you're looking at here from Newscopter 7, this is the east bank of Greenwood Lake, and just beyond that, you're looking up into Sterling Forest State Park. That's where most of this fire is burning right now. Most of that area is protected state parklands, but there are a few structures that are in danger. First of all, I can bring in Street Spotter 7. You can get an idea if you're familiar with this area. That's East Shore Road right along Greenwood Lake, and you can see those homes down along the lakefront. And just beyond that, up on the hillside, is where one of the more intense areas of this fire is burning. We saw firefighters earlier this morning along East Shore Road trying to keep this fire from spreading downhill and getting into the area where those homes are. Now, there are no homes in imminent danger. Right now, authorities told us there are 2 homes that are threatened. Beyond that, there are a few structures up in Long Pond Ironworks. That's a historical site that's up in the state park not far from here. But meanwhile, we don't have an update yet from the authorities. As of this morning, there were 5,000 acres that were involved here. As of this morning, this fire was 30% contained. Now, down on the ground, there's a lot of activity with a live report. Our reporter Trevor Ault is standing by with the latest. Trevor?
Well, many residents here in Greenwood Lake have been evacuated for days now, and other residents right nearby tell me they are packed up, ready to leave at a moment's notice in case the wind shifts in their direction. And some firefighters and police have told them they might not have time to go door to door to tell them to leave. They might just have to sound off a bullhorn to tell them that they need to get out of here. The Jennings Creek Wildfire, it's charred 5,000 acres. It is a continuous threat. There is still today a lot of smoke in the area. There are still active flames too, and the conditions are ripe not only to fuel this fire, but also to spread any new fire that pops up very quickly. This is a concern all across the Northeast. We've heard from New York's governor with the burn ban. The Massachusetts governor is telling people to conserve water because they are battling so many wildfires. And now we have very low humidity once again, and it is extremely dry. So they are afraid not just of the spread of the Jennings Creek wildfire, but also any new fire that sparks up spreading very quickly. And right here in this immediate area, they have told people they need to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. In Greenwood Lake, New York, Trevor Ault, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.